Hi guys, this is a video about a very specific topic, and it's confidence in the modern age, specifically related to people's opinions about you, and what people say about you. Now, it's a funny thing, this confidence in this time and day. So, growing up, I was a person who was very, very shy, and very introverted, and even more so than now, actually. And it was a funny thing the way I managed to kind of break down that wall as I was growing up. You see, one day during my junior year of high school, I realized while I was learning to drive, of all things, that the reason I was shy, the reason I was so introverted, was because I based almost all, if not most, of my actions based on what I wanted people to think of me. I placed so much emphasis on people's opinions of me and what they thought of me as a person that it would seep into all the things I would do in day-to-day life, to the point where I think to myself, if I do this, they will think badly of me. Then I wouldn't do it. If I say something to someone and it just ends up terribly, then it'll be bad, right? So then I ended up not doing anything at all. I ended up not taking any risks, not being out there, being who I really am, I guess. And when I made that epiphany, to me, it was a deeply psychological thing. To me, I realized that I placed way too much emphasis on what people thought of me. But then that led to a different conclusion. It led me to believe and to realize that people and what they think of me and what they say of me, those things have absolutely no bearing on my actions and how I live my life, unless I let them affect me, unless I let them influence how I live my life. And so this is kind of a tangent to prove the point, or to really support my idea, that everyone is living in kind of a state of ignorance, a state of not being aware of what people think of you. And in many ways, it's a very good thing, because you just live your life. But then sometimes you have this circumstance where it's taken away from you, where you learn that maybe someone thinks a certain way of you that you feel just absolutely terrible about. Maybe they think I don't know, something badly about you. They tell it to other people, and then you hear this and you're just like, good God, that's what they think of me? I need to change the way I act. I need to, fix this. And the thing is, it really damages a lot of people's confidence. That's why talking behind people's backs it's just not a very nice thing to do, especially in situations like this. And it's peculiar to me, because when I deal with things like this, when I hear someone talking badly about me, or something, I don't even really hear that often, but I'm sure it happens. But when these things happen, you gotta think to yourself, how do those things affect me? You gotta think about it critically. And the funny thing is, those things don't really affect you unless you let it. And it's a hard thing to think in this day and age, because social opinion and social interactions are such an intrinsic part of our lives that social image is a very important thing. What people think of, me, or what others think of others, seems to be a very, very important thing. But in reality, it's not. When it really breaks down to how you live as a person, it really doesn't. And so, the moral of the story is, you're the gatekeeper. You live, you achieve your goals, you follow what you want to follow, but in the end, you live by nobody's approval but your own. You don't exist to cater to the approvals of other people, or to other people's standards, or what people might think of you. They have no effect on your life. Their opinions do not matter unless they matter to you. Or as in, they do not matter unless you let them matter. And there's a good quote about this. It's, lions do not lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. In many ways, it's an arrogant thing to say, but in many ways, it's true. And so, I'm going to end with a very good quote from the modern age. And I think it captures my point quite nicely. It's, haters gonna hate, 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 hate. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it off, I shake it off. That's it. Haters gonna hate, just shake it off. You live your life according to you, not them. Haters gonna hate, taters gonna tate, and you just do